Dear fans, friends and subscribers, welcome to your usual round of cricket happenings. Well, in this part of the cricket happening show, while I'm talking to you right now, that is the first one-day international, which is right now underway at Edgbaston, where I would say England are doing well because this is a belter of a pitch, and England, looking at it, they are doing a fine job. I mean, they are 283 for 6 currently, so we are definitely looking at something in the range of 375 today. Absolutely, with two well-entrenched batsmen at the crease right now when I'm talking to you. New Zealand were the ones who actually won the toss and decided on overcast conditions. Brendan McCullum, the New Zealand captain, decided that he would actually field first. And England would have been probably happy with that decision that Brendan McCullum took, because England have raised to 284 for 6. The run rate is pretty good, 7.25. We are in the 40th over. As I said, two well-entrenched batsmen at the crease. The partnership is going great guns right now, because this partnership has already added a valuable 82 runs in just 9.1 overs. So it's really hurting the New Zealanders for sure, as Josh Buttler is not out on 59 of 46 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6, and Adil Rashid, who made his comeback into this England team, and as I said, he has improved his batting a lot. Well, he's batting on 34 of 23 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. So I'm sure England will be mighty pleased, but definitely keeping in view that this is a belter of a pitch and New Zealand a pretty strong batting lineup, they have to go the old hawk, probably even score 400 runs to pile on the pressure on the Kiwis. But all in all, England currently are doing a great job. Well, I'll be definitely I'll be dwelling on this particular match when I come back. In the meanwhile, if anything, any wicket or any 4 or 6 is hit, I will definitely cover that. But in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brief preview of the first the first test match, the solitary test match, which is going to be played between Bangladesh and India, and tomorrow this is going to be played at Fatullah, well, this is the only solitary test match that Bangladesh and India are going to face. And well, as far as India are concerned, we all know that Virat Kohli, the new captain of the Indian Test team, took the reins in England, well, but now this is going to be the first time that Virat Kohli is in full charge now, as Mahendra Singh Dhoni has decided, he has retired from Test matches, so it's a new beginning for India according to me. And well, Virat Kohli is the one who's going to lead from the front, so he's the captain of the team. He has already spoken that he doesn't mind losing to actually win the match. So basically, he's someone who is pretty gung-ho. He has a gung-ho approach towards things. So Virat Kohli is the captain who's leading the team. Then they have Murali Vijay. Murali Vijay and Shikhar Dhawan will be opening the innings, and they are solid openers, as we all know. Cheteshwar Pujara is coming on some very good exercises in the English county cricket scene, where in Yorkshire he scored a century and 250s. Virat Kohli, we all know what he can do with a bat, and what a master captain he's going to be. He's an attacking and aggressive captain, and I'm sure he's going to reflect that with the bat and also on the field. And then they have Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane is a mainstay of India as far as one-day international is concerned, because India has a solid number 5 batsman who can play. If you want, he can really dig himself in, and if the situation be, he can also come up with some glorious strokes. And then the ever-talented Rohit Sharma is there. Riddhiman Saha, the wicket-keeper. For the first time, India sees a new wicket-keeper in their test ranks, and as you know, after Mahendra Singh Dhoni has retired, Riddhiman Saha is the one who's going to be down the gun. He's the best wicket-keeper in the Indian land, and Riddhiman Saha will be hoping, now he has a very long future here, because he not only has to keep wickets, because if he has to I know he is not a replacement for Mahendra Singh Dhoni. There can't be any replacement for Mahendra Singh Dhoni, who is has been such a great player in Test matches. And Ridhiman Saha has to do something which is not probably Dhoni-esque, but definitely he has to do something which is going to impress everybody. He also has to do the talking with the bat. The bowling is in the hands of Ravichandran Ashwin. We all know what a very tricky customer he is, and Harbhajan Singh has made it back into the Indian team on the dint of his performances in Indian Premier League. And I think Ravichandran Ashwin and Harbhajan Singh, with their experience, will form a very, very good pair. And they're bowling well. They would bowl well in tandem, and they could keep the batsmen guessing. So Harbhajan Singh is in some good form, and the pace attack is consisting of I'm sure Ishant Sharma will be leading the pace attack. Varun Arun, now whether they go with Ishant Sharma, Umesh Yadav has already been, Andy Roberts, the former West Indian fast bowler, has already said that Umesh Yadav is the genuine fast bowler. So I would reckon that Umesh Yadav should be the one who should be hurling in the new cherry at the Bangladeshis if Bangladeshi are going to would be batting. Umesh Yadav to me should be an automatic choice as far as the new ball is concerned. So Umesh Yadav I reckon should share the new ball with probably Varun Arun, who is also bowling at 150 clicks, and then Ishant Sharma should be the one. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, well, for Bhuvneshwar Kumar to come into the team, it will require somebody to be dropped, a batsman has to be dropped, and I don't think that is going to be the case. I think India will go with Ishant Sharma, Varun Arun and Umesh Yadav. One has to wait and watch. But also considering that what the Chandika Hatrasinghe, the coach of Bangladeshi cricket team, has mentioned, that he is really surprised to see some grass on the pitch there in Fatullah, which is pretty rare, and he says that is the first time that he's seeing some grass on the pitch. Well, if that is going to be the case, well, I wouldn't be surprised if India would have a strong pace attack. But again, it begs the question as to who is the one who would be losing his place. Well, it's a real a conundrum, I would say, for the Indians, because all the bowlers are bowling well, and it will be interesting to see what they do. As far as Bangladesh are concerned, for Bangladesh, we all know Bangladesh, the test matches, they put up a heroic performance in the first test match against Pakistan, where they were probably sure of losing, and then Tamim Iqbal and Imrul Kais put up that record opening partnership to the second innings to set a world record, as you would all know. So Tamim Iqbal and Imrul Kais would be opening the innings, and India would be pretty wary about the fact that they are coming off on some brilliant performances against Pakistan, even though they lost the second test. Tamim Iqbal, you know, is nowadays he's a man in some very, very good form, and he is someone who India would be really, really watching for, and would probably hope that they could get his wicket early, because he is someone who could cause a lot of problems for the Indians. So Imrul Kais and Tamim Iqbal will open the innings. Now, all the eyes for Bangladesh, all eyes will be on one player, and the player I've already spoken to about it in my previous Cricket Happening show, and that would be Mominul Haq, who is on the verge of getting to a world record, in the sense A.B. de Villiers of South Africa is the one who holds the record for scoring the most consecutive 50s in Test cricket, and that is 12, and Mominul Haq is just one away from that. So basically he would have an opportunity to actually equal that record which is set by A.B. de Villiers, and what a moment, what a proud moment it would be for Mominul Haq and the Bangladeshi fans there on the ground when that happens. So I would rather hope that Bangladesh bat first tomorrow, because I'm very eager to see Mominul Haq equal that record. He truly, truly deserves it. He has done a lot of hard work, and he truly, truly deserves it. And I'm sure that he can do it against the Indians. Mushfiqur Rahim is the captain, but we all know that Mushfiqur Rahim wouldn't be doing the keeping. He would only be playing as a batsman, unfortunately for Bangladesh, and that would mean it gives you an opportunity for a man who has been scoring pretty heavily in the Bangladesh domestic tournament, none other than the short guy, Liton Das, the wicketkeeper batsman, and he is the one who would be keeping wickets, and he will have an opportunity to make his test debut tomorrow against the Indians. Shakib Al Hasan, we all know what a solid player he is, and what a great contributor he has been for Bangladesh cricket, and he is the one who will be really solidifying the middle order a great deal. And he also has Soumya Sarkar, who is coming in, and Soumya Sarkar, let me tell you, very graceful player, and he has already showed that he has some immense talent, and it will be interesting to see how Soumya Sarkar plays against the Indians. And the bowling will be in the hands of Rubel Hussain, who is back, and I'm sure Mohammad Shahid, who bowled against Pakistan, would be the one who would be sharing the new ball. And the spinning, it would be very interesting to see whether Bangladesh go with pace or spin, because they have some very good spinners, but India, as we know, are very good players of spin. So it would be interesting to see what would be the approach of the Bangladeshis. They have some very good spinners, I reckon. One is Taijul Islam, who has already done a great job in his short stint in Test cricket. Taijul Islam is a left-arm spinner, and also they have the right-arm leg spinner, Jubair Hussain, which has been a rarity for Bangladesh. And as you know, the Bangladeshi coach Chandika Hathurasinghe thinks pretty highly of Jubair Hussain, and it will be very interesting to see how it goes. And I think India and Bangladesh are going to be having a real contest here. For India, it will be a real test under the Virat Kohli and all those talented players who are playing, and for Bangladesh also similarly. So I think right now I would say that well, Bangladesh are not having a good test record, as we know. They would like to actually write that record. I mean, they would like to really rectify that record when they play in the first test match against India tomorrow at the Fatullah. And I'll be there tomorrow to either give you a cricket summary, or probably, I think by the time I come, I think I will be in a position to give you a complete summary of the first day's play in this particular match, because I'm sure the match will be over by the time I leave. So I will be able to give you a first day's play report on this particular match. Now let's get on to the live over here. I'll take you live as I'm talking to you. Matt Henry has been deposited by Butler over the mid-wicket with some enormous power as he sends the ball soaring into the stands for a six. And well, Butler has hit his third six, and it was a powerful whack over the mid-wicket region by Josh Butler. And Josh Butler is not out on 79 of 53 balls with 6 fours and 3 sixes. Adil Rashid is not out 40 of 30 balls, 3 fours and 2 sixes. The partnership has already yielded 111 runs in 11.4 overs. So in 70 balls, Josh Butler and Adil Rashid have already picked up 111 runs. England are doing pretty well here, and I'm sure they are eyeing 400 today. 313 for 6. We are in the 42nd over. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about this particular match. Now the first one-day international of the series, well, it was New Zealand. Brendan McCullum actually winning the toss. It was overcast conditions, and he decided that he would actually insert the Englishman first. For England, Sam Billings was preferred to David Willey, and Sam Billings made his debut, but not a very good debut, I would say, because his wicket was taken by a debutant, Michael Santner of New Zealand, the left-arm spinner, who also made his test debut. So one debutant taking another debutant's wicket, something very not funny, but something very in the sense odd, I would say. Well, as far as England were concerned, well, England started off with the opener Jason Roy, the talented Jason Roy and Alex Hales to open the innings, and what a start for New Zealand. The very first ball of the one-day international series at Edgbaston in Birmingham, where the crowd had gathered here. What a start. This was a great start for New Zealand. As I said, it was overcast conditions. Brendan McCullum, of New Zealand captain, deciding to insert England first, and in fact Trent Boult struck with the very first ball. He bowled a ball to Jason Roy outside the off stump, and Jason Roy, in the first ball itself, he tried to carve the ball through the backward point region, but the ball was in the air, and Martin Guptill plucked it, and Jason Roy was out to the very first ball of the one-day series as he was dismissed for naught. And after that, Joe Root came in and joined Alex Hales. Alex Hales hits a few boundaries, but then bowled when the score reached 50 from 0 for 1. When the score reached 50, Alex Hales' wicket was taken by Trent Boult, as Alex Hales was tempted by Boult to go and pull at a short delivery, and Alex Hales, trying to pull it, actually got the ball, the top edge the delivery, and the ball flew high in the air, and Matt Henry held the easy catch. He was gone for 20 of as many balls with 3 fours, which made the score 50 for 2, as the England captain Morgan joined Joe Root. Now Morgan joined Joe Root, and both of them started resurrecting the innings at 50 for 2. But as I said, the pitch was looking full of runs, and Morgan and Joe Root slowly steadied it a bit, and then slowly we saw the strokes flowing in from Morgan's bat. And what Morgan was doing was that Morgan was coming down the wicket. He in fact had McLennan for 2 sixes, and he was the one who was actually going on and whacking the pace bowlers for sixes. At the other end, Joe Root was definitely accumulating, gathering runs, but at the same time he was playing some very nice strokes. As you know, you're getting value for money on this particular pitch. And then Joe Root was paying his attention to the spinners, where he was actually getting them going down the wicket and cracking them for sixes. And suddenly this partnership started blossoming, and it was a very good partnership which yielded 121 runs for the third wicket, and England were definitely taking advantage of this very, very good batting pitch. As the score reached 171, that was the time the wicket fell, when Morgan was trying to play a delivery from McLennan, ended up LBW, but not before making a 50 of 46 balls with 1 4 and 3 sixes, and Morgan would be pretty happy with his effort in this first one-day international. So that made it 171 for 3. Joe Root was in his element. He was doing a fine job as he was joined in by Ben Stokes, but Trent Boult came into the attack once more, and he picked up his third wicket when he sent Ben Stokes' stumps for a walk, as Ben Stokes was trying to hit him, was trying to flick him, I reckon, was clean bowled by Boult for 10 or 15 balls with 1 4, which made it 195. And before that, Joe Root made a one-day century, and I thought Joe Root took immense advantage out of this very good belter of a pitch that was there at Edgbaston in Birmingham. As Joe Root went on to a century, he made 104 of 78 deliveries, 13 fours and 2 sixes, and he was also a victim of the bowling of Trent Boult, and that made the score 80 for 4. And then when Stokes fell, it became 195 for 5 in the 29th over, as Sam Billings came in and joined Jos Buttler. Sam Billings came in, and Sam Billings was making his test debut, and there was another debutant who was actually bowling to him by the name Michael Santner, the left-arm spinner from New Zealand. And the left-arm spinner for New Zealand got his maiden one-day international wicket here, when Sam Billings, trying to flick at a delivery from Santner, was adjudged LBW, and one debutant trapping the other debutant LBW, and he was gone. So Sam Billings out for 3 in his first innings in his one-day international career, and Michael Santner on his one-day international debut, picking up his maiden wicket in one-day international cricket. So he was gone, but after that it has been pretty tough going for the New Zealanders. I thought at 202 for 6 they had the game under a semblance of control, New Zealand, but now it has really slipped away, with this partnership really hurting them, because this score right now while I'm talking to you has gone to 323 for 6 in 43 overs. And well, as I said, Buttler, I mean the partnership, if you look at the partnership, it's already yielded 121 runs, and Buttler is currently not out on 90 of 61 deliveries with 8 fours and 3 sixes. Adil Rashid making a comeback into this England team has shown what a good batsman he is. He's not out on 41 of 31 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes, and England are really hurting the Kiwis right now at 323 for 6. And I'm sure the score is, they are definitely eyeing the 400 run mark. Why not? I mean, they definitely deserve that. As I said, this pitch is tailor-made for batting, and why not? Well, as far as the bowling figures are concerned, Trent bowls 10 overs, 4 for 55, has bowled well. Matt Henry 8 overs, 55. Nathan McCullum 7 overs, no maiden, none for 66. McLennan has gone for 67 runs of his 8 with 1 wicket. Grant Elliott has disappeared for 24 of his 3. And Michael Santton on his debut has bowled 7 overs for 56 runs on a very good batting pitch, and he has really come in for some tap. Well, but one thing I will have to tell you before I leave, as I'm ending my YouTube broadcast right now by saying there's another Master Cricket League, which is Masters Champions League, which is going to be started. Dean Jones is the one who is the chief person in that, and this tournament is going to be floated in the United Arab Emirates. It is known as the it's going to be a T20 cricket tournament of retired cricketers, just for your information. So, well, I think England are looking very good for 400 here, with Adil Rashid and Butler really firing on all cylinders on a very good batting pitch, and 400 should be a safe target against the Kiwis, I suppose. But again, as you know, New Zealand have a very good batting lineup, but I'm sure England should definitely try to reach the 400 run mark to pile on the pressure on the Kiwis today. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that really puts a wrap on this Cricket Happening show of mine today. Thanks for your company. Tomorrow I'll be back with the first day's play report on the first test match between Bangladesh and India. And also I will try to give you the full summary of this England versus New Zealand match, as to how it panned out at Edgbaston in Birmingham in the first one-day international. Until then, it's goodbye for the day. Thank you.